Let me give you a decent example of that. You know, we had a long-standing thing on Amazon. Some of you will remember this on the weekly chart, that Amazon, while it was climbing over here, while it was going up in June and going higher, I told you that there's a principle in reflected wave that absolutely dictates that the market will have to have a sizable decline in Amazon, and that decline will have to come in this time period, and it did. And then I also forecast that the week of August 16th would be the bottom. And indeed, August 16th has been the bottom. This is what we call a reflected wave bottom on the weekly chart. So this whole move, though, is what I'm referring to. The fact that this big piece had to happen. Of course, normally when you get a reflected wave bottom, you're going to get a good bounce off of that as well. But I'm really referring to this big move down. Now, that big move down is based on a principle that has to do in reflected wave with the what, when, and where of the market putting in tops and bottoms. And again, that relates to expression of energy and depletion, right? Being done with that expression. So that principle worked out beautifully here and put this bottom in. Also, just the other day, and this will be in our Twitter feed, I forecast that as soon as the market could get above $3,365, because we didn't take a trade from the weekly bottom directly here, but I said when it gets above 33.65, you can buy it for an advance into September 1st. And when it gets above 33.65, like it did on this day, like this is 33, I'm going to draw it in here for you. This is about 33.65 right there. When it gets above that, you can buy Amazon for an advance to 44.70. Give me just a moment here. Let me just make sure. For 34.70, which would occur on September 1st, 34.70 or higher. Today is September 1st, and we did do 34.70 today. Actually, we did it yesterday, one day early. We reached 34.72. Now, we can talk all about the reasons, and they're real reasons, that Amazon would advance from 33.65 up to 34.70, and that why they would do that into 9.1. Those reasons are valid at their own level. Reasons exist to validate a specific level of understanding. So things can be very true on a particular level, but on another level actually be almost non-existent. But without going into that, there are real reasons that Amazon is up. But I want you to know the forecast that we made for Amazon to, as soon as they're above 33.65, to advance into 9.1 and to be a minimum up at 34.70, that had to do with energy that was going to appear in the market in that window of time. The date being the day that they moved above, which is August 30th, and we're saying 9.1. So in a 2-day window, there's going to be a specific amount of energy sufficient enough for the market to advance to 34.70 or higher.